name is Selena, and I'm here to do a top 5 video. And this week we are doing top 5 books that we'd love to see turned into movies. Number 1 is Briar Rose by Jane Yolen, and this is a touching and somewhat haunting tale about a girl who's trying to recover her grandmother's past. And her grandmother has this awesome story of escaping Nazi-occupied Germany, but this tale has seemed to become intertwined with the German fairy tale of Briar Rose. And the girl's trying to figure out what parts are truthful and what parts are taken from the fairy tale. And I think this delve back into history would be very visually beautiful. Number 2 is Black Moon by Kenneth Calhoun, and this book comes out in March 2014, and I got a ARC edition of this book through the Goodreads giveaway, and so I haven't finished it, but I am just so intrigued by the premise, and I started reading it, and I am about 68% done with this book, and so far I just think that visually this would be awesome. This story follows the threads of many people, but basically what the plot is, there has been an epidemic of insomnia going on in the country and in the world. So America is kind of like in a post-apocalyptic state because governments and law enforcement has stopped running because people are starting to slowly lose their minds because they're no longer able to sleep. But there are few who do sleep and are able to sleep, and they have to fight the wrath of the people who are the insomniacs and make their way to some sort of safe haven where the people who are able to sleep can live and stay without being hunted down or killed or harmed in any way by the insomniacs. It seems just really gripping, and it kind of sweeps across America. Like I said, it follows many different threads, so I would love to see this turned into a movie. Number 3 will be Tandem by Anna Jarbaz, and this follows the story of a young girl in one universe who looks exactly like a princess in a parallel America. So it takes place and starts off in Chicago, and the girl that she looks like wants to leave and doesn't want to be a princess anymore, so she runs away. But in this parallel world, there's such political upheaval that they need to keep up pretenses. So there's a team of people who know how to jump parallel worlds, and they come and they take her into their world and force her to pose as the princess. And I just think that the way that they describe this parallel world, how much similar it looks like ours, but the differences would be pretty amazing. There's like a monarchy in the United States, and so in this parallel world, the capital where the monarchy sits is in New York City, and there is a huge castle in the middle of New York City, which is something I would love to see, and it's like a mix of a skyscraper and castle, so that just sounds really interesting. And then being able to jump back and forth from our world to this parallel world, I think would be fun to see in movie form. Number 4 is William Shakespeare's Star Wars, by Ian Dossier. I'm not sure how to say. Okay, this would be so much fun. I can see this done in like meta form, where you have people who are very deliberately putting on the play of Star Wars and just having so much fun with this. I was reminded of the players that do like the 10-minute Hamlet, and I think this would be just awesome because it's like having fun with something that's a huge icon and cultural staple, maybe introducing Shakespeare and Star Wars to a new group of people. And lastly is The Guernseys Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Schaefer and Annie Barrows. This is an epistolary novel, and similar to this novel that I first showed, Briar Rose, this also takes place during World War II. And I just think that being able to see how all these people on this small island had to deal with being occupied and then going into hiding, and the secrecy of this story would be awesome. Like I said, this is an epistolary novel, and so there are many people and many threads to follow, but I feel like this would be a very touching, heartwarming story, and the setting would just be visually awesome. I mean, I love ocean views and islands, so to be able to visualize all of that would be very great. I just think that this is such a great story, and it was not fun to read, but it was touching to read. So those are my top 5 books that I would love to see turned into movies. So let me know what books you would want to put into your top 5, and I don't know, have you read any of these books? Let me know. Bye!